Tuesday, January 27th, we have a beautiful slate of games in the NBA, and we got the 4 best player props for that entire slate right here in this video. On top of that, we got a sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? The unders, the overs, all of that in today's video, and we just smashed yesterday's play, and we went 7-0, sweeping every single game in the NBA. So make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're locking in, and get ready to go bananas.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me, we just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
And now before we get rocking and rolling and going over all of the plays in today's video for absolutely free, go on ahead, smash that like button. We hit yesterday's, so that means one of you that liked the video and commented on yesterday's will get all the profits from yesterday's play, and we're going to do that again today. So make sure you're liking this video and commenting below, because 100 likes and I'm giving the profits to all of you, and I'm putting $100 of my own money on that play, so it is a nice little payout for you guys, and all you got to do is hit that like button. And if you're new here, if you haven't already, I do this every single day, just putting out free plays into the world for you guys to lock in and green out. So go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. But the single most important thing that you can do for yourself, for your wallet, quite literally for your wallet, is going down below, visiting my buddy Stan, because he's got a plethora, that's a nice word, of ways for you to lock in these plays for absolutely free. And here it is. My buddy Stan's going to send you to my Stan.store. That's very clever. And he's going to show you all of these ways where you can lock in these plays with quite literally not coming out of pocket. Sleeper, Chalkboard, and Betr are all giving you money when you use the code on the screen without even depositing. But when you do deposit, you get a nice deposit match as well. ONYX odds might be the best one, though, overall, because you're going to get that 15 without depositing. And right now, $200 when you deposit just $10. That's $225, and you only deposited 10. Use FFAPE on Sleeper, Betr, Prizepicks, ONYX odds, Dabble, and you get a free 30 days of premium plays per sign-up. Code APE on Chalkboard to get you that free 30 days as well. So tons of ways where you can get into premium without paying me at all. Use your money, get on these apps, get your promos, because they're going to run out. The Super Bowl's right around the corner. I keep saying it, but it's true. Once the NFL season's over with, these promos are going to get probably slashed in half. America bets on football. These apps aren't stupid. They want your business, so they hammer the promos during football season. Once that's over with, these promos are probably going to get, like I said, slashed in half. So take advantage now before they change them. And if you want all the free plays, all the cheat sheets, all the community over on the Discord, all that, everything all in one premium, if you want to buy your way in, that big, beautiful golden W, it sends you over to my winible. You'll get the cheat sheets where we just went 7-0. We guessed every single NBA correctly. We can't even say guess. We interpreted the lines correctly today with the data at hand, and we hammered them, and we got all 7 games correct. I know a lot of you guys were chirping about the Bulls, but I think you guys should have. I'm a fan of Chicago. It's my secondary city. I know that sounds weird, but it's just how I am as a sports fan, especially because a lot of my New York teams aren't very good as of late in recent years. Be on the lookout, though. My Giants are coming with John Harbaugh, and the Yankees are always doing their thing as well. But I have to have a secondary city. I have to pick a team to root for. This year was the Bears. I like the Blackhawks. So all of that I'm saying to say this, I'm a fan of the Chicago Bulls. I also am a 90s kid. I grew up with Michael Jordan on the TV screen. You cannot not be a fan of the Bulls at some point. So I was rooting for them to be good this year, but I know they're young. They've had some injuries, but they're just not performing right now. They had a nice little stretch of games, but I knew the Lakers were just going to come in and dominate. The only play that I got wrong on the whole entire day was part of the free 4-man that I built for you guys, so I do apologize, and it was LeBron's rebound and assist line. I like to get it done. Luka was amazing as usual, but you know what? Let's get back over. I'll show you what we did in premium, and we'll move on to the free plays. I can really get to yap. I got so excited about all of the plays that I have to interrupt because I forgot to go ahead and drop the disclaimer in here so YouTube hopefully doesn't come after us on the back end. Gambling involves significant risk. There are no guarantees of profit, and you can lose some or all your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. I'm going to show them to you, or I already showed them to you. You get free money. I get a little bit of money because I do receive a commission for signups made through all of those affiliates. And on top of all of that, you get that free 30 days of premium plays. Why do I have to say this? Because YouTube keeps giving me strikes. If I get one more strike, I lose the channel. So that is why I have to read that. So hopefully they leave us alone. Now let's get back to the plays. Let's keep on cooking and let's have a day. And I mean, can you blame me? It is so easy to be excited when we have not had a losing day in over a week. Since that Bears-Bills weekend where we had them and they just shit the bed with catches that were supposed to be catches were interceptions and interceptions and overtime, blah, 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 blah. We had a rough weekend that weekend. We haven't lost since then. I told you guys I was pissed off, fired up, locked in, and we've been producing day in and day out over in premium. And as you can see there, that free play, $100 to $275, meaning one of you just won $175 from liking this video and liking yesterday's video and commenting below on that video. So I will be choosing one of you to be able to lock in and get all that profit on that play. And then we had Arizona in college basketball, easy buckets. Actually, it was a little bit of a sweat at the end. They were dominating all game. BYU went on a little run, but Arizona got it done. And then we had the Hornets who won by, it felt like 50. I mean, they only ended up winning by 30, but those last 20 points were like garbage time. They absolutely dominated the 76ers just like I foresaw. I don't know if I foresaw domination like that, but I did like them by double digits in that game. We took a money line, easy bucket, 1,700 on that play as well. And then we are currently doing a ladder play. So I opened up a Super Bowl package, so you'll get all of my plays from now into the Super Bowl. We'll also be doing a ladder every single day, turning $25 into $1,000 by the Super Bowl. We got 2 weeks to do it. Today's kind of got cut in half. It was a beautifully crafted play. We had Rue Huchimura there, and with Jock Landau for his points, he voided. We had him. We liked his prop so much. We put him on both. We put him on the ladder play, in the premium ladder play, and then the regular just premium 1-unit player prop play, and he voided up on both. But Dyson Daniels got it done, and that was a great line on its own anyways, minus 120, so easy bucket cash over there. And then, like I said, we had Rue and Jock. So we turned 25 into 37 instead of the 50 like we were supposed to, but that's all right because we're going to fire up, and we'll probably get, if it's close to or over 1,000 by the Super Bowl, it'll be right around there from here on out. So you can hop on in to premium and grab that pass. You want to lock in on that Super Bowl pass so you can get the premium plays on top of the ladder play. Now, don't worry, every single package is going to get the ladder play. It's just that the Super Bowl packages from date of purchase to the Super Bowl, just $49, and you'll be turning all of that into close to 1,000, if not more, with that ladder challenge. We don't have a set amount. I just know it's going to be around $1,000 by the time we're done. And congratulations to everybody that bought the 2026 year pass. We are sold out of that pass. So congratulations to all you guys. I opened up 10 more the other day. They sold out in like a couple hours. It's been phenomenal. We just keep on winning. So let's keep on cooking all 2026 year long. Be on the lookout. I might open those up again, but I won't be giving as big of a discount when I do. Weekend passes are available. There's a ton available over there. Codes are always dropping, so be on the lookout for those, or just walk in, pay full price because you're going to make it back, and there's financing options as well. So tons of options there. Said we also did cash the cheat sheet. All 7 of these plays cash. Now, normally you don't lock them all in on the same slip. These cheat sheets are meant for plug and play purposes to build your parlays, but these were all great pieces. Really, every single cheat sheet did very, very well today, but we swept this one. It was an absolute beautiful play. Now, we took all 7. I do lock them in all straight, just a little bit lower of a dollar amount. I'll share the slip with you guys, but this is what we had, the cheat sheet. Every single one absolutely swept in dominated fashion. Now, I want to say one thing. I had somebody comment. I drop these on threads sometimes. So I had somebody commenting saying, good job, bro. You took every single favorite. Well, the Lakers game was actually like a coin toss of a game on the sports book. It was a 100 to 100 odds, plus 1.5, minus 1.5 favorite. So whatever on that one. But it's actually really, really, really hard to take all the favorites. Because typically, think about it like when you were in high school and you're taking a test. You don't put it. The correct answer could be A on the whole. Every single question could be answer A. but you're going to see that on your Scantron. Do they use Scantrons anymore? But you're going to see it on your paper, and you're going to think, like, this can't be right. It's got to be wrong. I got to change some of these answers. That is what happens sometimes to sports bettors. They like either all the favorites or mix and match, but they'll overthink things, and they'll be like, there's no way it could happen. Well, we didn't overthink it today. I went with exactly who I thought was going to win every single game, and we did not disappoint. 7 for 7. Yes, they were all favorites, but like I said, that's actually very, very hard to actually lock in like that, because your mind is gonna tell you were wrong. So love to play. We catch it. 7 for 7 on the cheat sheet. Now let's get into Tuesday. We have a big slate on Tuesday. I absolutely love these player props, so let's dive into them. Let's talk about them, and then we'll get over to the sports books, where it's actually not an NBA play. It's my favorite play in college basketball. We're starting off here with James Harden over 19.5 points. We absolutely love him to have a day on Tuesday night game versus the Utah Jazz. Now, he's done it in 7 of his last 10, averaging 25.5 over that 10-game span. He's had 2 little knockdown games as of late, 18 and 19. Not too shabby, but not what we need for this play. But I like him to have a nice bounce back here against the Jazz, who rank 30th in the NBA in points allowed. On top of all of that, they are favorites in this matchup pretty heavily, I might add. They are favorited by like 8.5 points on this game. And the under-over is one of the biggest ones on the entire day, 232.5. So that bodes very, very well for our scoring prop, and we love James Harden to score. I think he probably gets about 25 to 26 points in this game. We're taking him just for 19.5 here. We're going to play it a little bit safer on this 4-man just because we keep getting hooked on our 4-mans. We keep going 3 for 4, and I'm sick of it. So we're going to play it a little bit safer for you guys today. If you want to bump them up, I'll tell you where I like them to go in this matchup, but I just want to hit all 4 for you guys. So we're going to do that today in this video. So we're taking James Harden over 19.5. But like I said, I think he gets about 25 to 26 points in this matchup. Great matchup for him. The data points for him to have a very good game in this high-scoring matchup where they're favorited by 8.5 points. So we're going with James Harden over 19.5 on Tuesday. Next, in another great matchup, someone who I think is going to have a very, very good game in this matchup, Luguentz Dort of the Oklahoma City Thunder. We like him for just 9.5 points. His line's only 11.5, which I do think he could do. If you don't want to adjust it at all, we're going to knock it down just a tad. He's averaging 9.5 over his last 10 games. He's done this 75%. Alex Caruso is still out, which means Dort is going to get more minutes. And as you can see here with these minutes, he's had a very, very good showing. 18, 13, little step back game there against the Pacers where he only got 2, but then back on track against the Raptors where he got 19. I fully expect him to get over 30 minutes once again in this game. So that bodes extremely, extremely well for him to get it done in this matchup here. And as you can see down below, a lot of the small forwards have cleared this line, a lot of green checks down there. But one thing that the screen is telling you, that outlier is saying to us, that he's failed to get 10.5 points in 4 of his last 5 games at home. He's only averaging 7.2 points per game in that span at home. But I don't really think that matters because a lot of that factors in his playing time being a lot less. But now he's getting a lot more playing time. Like I said, I like him for over 30 minutes, and that basically lines up. His minutes line up with the green bars just about perfectly. I love this play. I love the data. As long as he gets 30 minutes, I think he's going to get at least 13 to 14 points. So if you want to take his normal line, go on ahead, but we're taking 9.5 against this Pelicans defense, who ranks 28th in the NBA, and another just absolutely phenomenal matchup as far as the books are concerned. The under-over is 234.5, the highest on the day, which is very, very good for our points. Now, he does have to contend with like SGA on his team, but Dort has been producing very, very well. And they are 14.5-point favorites. So I do think that Dort being a kind of a backup kind of a role, even with Caruso out, he starts more, but he's more of a limited or a backup kind of guy, so they're not going to like pull him if they pull the starters in this matchup. So I like him to get that those garbage time points when the stars are taking a little bit of a rest. So we love Dort in this game where they should probably blow out the Pelicans, if I'm being honest, but a nice over-under total is telling me that points will be scored, and I like Dort to have at least 10 points in this match. Staying right there in that game, I like Chet Holmgren to get over 7.5 rebounds. Now, his normal line set at about 10.5, 11.5, which is extremely risky in this matchup. The Pelicans do got some good big men. We have the blowout factor, but I think that he's going to get this by probably the third quarter. So I love 7.5. He's averaging 9.6 over his last 10 games. He's done it in 8 of his last 10 games. He's been fairly successful against the Pelicans head-to-head with that 50%, but they do rank 20th in the NBA to rebounds allowed, and I just love Chet Holmgren to pull down some boards in this matchup. They are heavy, heavy favorites, like I said, and I just think he's going to have a good game on the boards. I don't think he's going to his line that is set at right now is extremely fair. The sportsbooks sniped that line, that 10.5, 11.5. So I don't want to play that line. I think that one is honestly a coin toss, but 7.5 is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're locking him in there at 7.5 rebounds. And last but not least, we are taking Mikal Bridges here over 12.5 points. 13.5 point favorites. The New York Knicks are at home versus the Sacramento Kings. Another good over-under total, 230.5, with that over being favorited, and I do think there's going to be plenty of points to go around. Now, he's only averaging 13.6 in his last 10 games. He hasn't done this in 3 games in a row, but he has fantastic success against the Kings. I was looking at Karl-Anthony Towns in this game, didn't really love what I was seeing there. I was looking at Brunson, which he'll probably clear his point line. If you want to set him at like 20 to 25, go on ahead. But I really like this value here with Mikal Bridges. He's done this 100% of the time head-to-head. And on top of all that, the Kings are pretty bad against a small forward. 20th in the NBA in points allowed, and then overall 27th in the NBA. And like I said, this head-to-head data, I just think Bridges has their number. He's done this in all 3 of those matchups. One just a couple weeks ago where he got 19 points. So 12.5 should be a breeze. I like him for up to about 15, 16 in this matchup if you want to play the line there. But I love this 12.5 line. And you can lock all of these in over on Sleeper. We adjusted a ton of lines on this one, so the payout will be a little bit less, but like I said, we keep going 3 for 4. I want to go 4 for 4 for you guys. So we adjusted some of these. You can do that on Sleeper, and when you use code FFAPE, like I said earlier, you get that free $20, $100 deposit match, free 30 days of premium plays, and a free pick to add to this. It'll be something like Jalen Brunson to score 1 point. You can make this a 5-man, increase your payout, call it a day. Let's get to the sports books because I got this play that I got to go over with you guys. I absolutely love it. You guys almost let me forget, so I got to give away that money. It was $175 to one of you that liked the video and commented below in yesterday's video. Do that again in this video, and I'll be giving away the profits once again. But let's go on ahead, see who gets all of the money from this play on Monday that we hammered. Lakers and Oilers cashed us out. So now one of you get all the profits. And that person is Let's Cash Big Dog Migs JN6VZ. Just hit up the phone number down below. Screenshot your user profile, all that, so I know it's you. Let me know you were selected, and I will Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, however you want to get paid. I will send you that $175 because you are the winner. Now, I want to pick one more person to get a free week pass. And that is, I can't pick myself. Somebody said 2 and 5, and I didn't know what that meant because we went 3 for 4 on the 4-man, and we hit both of the plays for the free pick at the end of the sports book. So I didn't know what he meant by 2-5. So anyway, let's go. Gregory Dinan, hit me up. Once again, you'll get that free week of premium plays. So just hit up the number below. Now let's get to these sports books and see what we got in store for you guys for Tuesday. This is what we have for Tuesday, and you can lock in this play for free over on ONYX odds because you get that 15, you deposit 10, you get the 200, that's 225. You only can't bet a pocket $10, all when you use code FFAPE, and you get that free 30 days of premium plays. And we're taking Michigan minus 10.5 against the Huskers, the Corn Huskers of Nebraska coming into Michigan, and we're not laying any juice. We're not taking none of that. We're taking them for minus 10.5 right where it is. I love this play. Now, Nebraska, they've been playing amazing basketball. They are doing very, very well. They're just playing very well. And I've taken them in the past 2 win games. So Michigan is on fire. They are absolute beasts. And it's the number 3 ranked team versus the number 7th ranked team, and these spreads minus 10.5, minus 750 on the money line for Michigan. That goes and shows me just about everything I need to know, because a lot of people are going to see that and be like, what? Nebraska's playing good. Why are they so getting 10.5 points? I'm taking those points and I'm calling it a day. But in the adjusted efficiency margin, Michigan's 8 points higher than Nebraska rather. They're number 2 in the Ken Palm. This signals a major gap, a major mismatch. It's the equivalent of like a Final Four team versus a Sweet 16 kind of a squad. Michigan's got the top ranked 2-point offense and defense. They're playing the 7th hardest schedule right now, and they still have the top ranked 2-point offense and defense. They are an absolute powerhouse. Nebraska is pretty bad of an offensive rebounding team as well. 17th in the Big Ten, 304th nationally, limited second chances. And now they're going on the road playing a physical Michigan team with that home crowd. Nebraska is facing a market correction blowout. I think they've been overperforming, and Michigan's here to put them in their place. So we're taking Michigan all day long. Minus 10.5. That's the free play on the books. We're putting $100 on that play. So that means one of you will win $80. You guys missed yesterday's. It was a nice big plus money play. We don't always do those. But 100 to win 83, I'll round it up to 85. So whoever gets selected, if and when this one cashes, will get $85. That's all I got for you guys. Love yous. Thanks for coming. I'm tired of shit. We're getting out of here. We're going to go lay down and think about all these things. And I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but we love the plays. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you in Wednesday's free play video.